Kylie, I need to know when you intend on standing on your own 2 feet for once. It's time you learn to be independent, young lady.
Huh? Stand on my own 2 feet? Be independent? But I haven't lived with you for years now, Mom. Besides, I've been sending you a monthly allowance for God knows how long. I don't want to be rude, but surely if either of us are independent, it's me.
Don't get clever with me, girl. It's funny you should mention the allowance, actually. Because it's actually that I'm upset with you about. You've been lying to me this whole time, haven't you? You've got some nerve to do this to your own mother.
Lying to you? Me? What the hell? About what?
I know it was really your little brother Oliver sending me my monthly allowance all along. He finally confessed to me in floods of tears that it was him sending me $1,000 a month for these last 12 years. It might look like he's not working at a glance, but he actually works from home, and it turns out he makes quite a lot of money. Did you know that? What a little star my boy is.
That's the first I've heard of it.
But because he's so kind, generous, and big-hearted, and because he thinks so much of you as his big sister, he went out of his way to send you the money, so you could send it to me from your account and take the credit at a sympathetic consideration for your unfortunate position. In doing so, he made it look like the money was coming from you all along. I can't believe he went so far out of his way to protect your dignity. Oh, that's my Oliver. He's really the kindest boy there ever was.
My unfortunate position? I don't even... Hang on, Mom. Wait a sec. Do you actually believe him? I can't believe anyone would fall for a lie this obvious.
Don't be silly. There's no way my darling Oliver would ever lie to his mother. The boy's an angel, and I won't have anyone tell me otherwise.
That boy? Mom, please. He's a 26-year-old man who lives alone in his perpetually dark bedroom, surrounded by empty potato chip packets and questionable amounts of used tissue paper. Will you just stop and think about this? Oliver was a kid in middle school 12 years ago when the monthly allowance payments started. He didn't get his first part-time job until high school. Even if this working from home stuff is true, exactly how do you suppose he came up with $1,000 a month for those first few years when he was a child?
Good grief, Kylie. When will you ever realize that it's exactly this kind of obsessing over minor, trivial details that causes people to find you insufferably boring?
All I'm doing is pointing out the inconsistencies in what you're saying. But I see. So this is how you speak to me after I send you $1,000 a month for 12 years, is it? Alright, I understood. You believe Oliver unconditionally, no matter what he says, never questioning a thing. But with me, your default response is to treat me like a liar. I mean, it's not like I was doing it because I wanted you to be grateful. I did it because you're family, and I figured I didn't really mind having to tighten my belt and be careful with my spending if it meant helping you out.
Oh, please. Stop pretending like you're some saint, dear. You're making me feel physically sick. Drop the act and admit it. I know it was your little brother sending me $1,000 a month all along. I have nothing to be grateful to you for.
I see how it is. Well, in that case, I'll let Oliver carry on with the payments directly, since you obviously don't need me to be involved with them at all. Just to be clear, you don't need me to have any further involvement in the payments, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Fine, I'll leave everything up to your brother from now on. Actually, it's probably for the best. I think this is probably the best way to stop that ego of yours getting overinflated. You're so useless, so why don't you do me a favor and disappear?
Sure thing. You know what? That actually works great for me. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Goodbye.
Hey, is that my scumbag big sister? This is your big brother, and the supreme master of your life, and I have a direct order for you. Starting from next month, you're gonna start adding an extra $500 onto the monthly $1,000 you've been sending to Mom's bank account. And also, and this part's important, you're gonna start sending it directly to my bank account instead. I told Mom it was me sending her $1,000 a month indirectly through you this whole time. Let's face it, Mom's gonna be way happier living with me. I was always her favorite. You can think of the extra $500 as a thank you for my troubles. Oh, and by the way, if you're feeling extra generous and want to help out your awesome little bro even more, you're more than welcome to bump that extra $500 up to $1,000 or $2,000. Alright, I'm counting on you, sis. The payments start next month. Do I make myself clear? Sweet. Alright, peace. Hey, is that my rotten, filthy, stinking sister? You were supposed to start sending me that money today. I just checked my banking app, but nothing went in. Is it bugging out, or are you just being a lazy dumb slacker who can't even remember what day of the month it is? If it's the second one, stop lazing around and see to it that $1,500 goes into my account as soon as goddamn hacking possible. Get a move on, bitch. Hey! Mom won't stop nagging me about her monthly allowance money. Where is it? Hurry the hell up before I get seriously mad. You're the biggest blockhead dumb bitch loser I've ever met in my life. This is why you never trust a woman with anything involving money. Is it any wonder Mom hates you when you act like this? Get that 1.5k paid directly into my bank account by first thing tomorrow morning.
Kylie, hurry up and send me this month's $1,000.
Excuse me? I thought we agreed Oliver was going to send you it himself directly from now on. Why are you asking me for money all of a sudden? I thought you didn't need anything from me.
It's not that I don't need it. Actually, I'm doing you a favor by allowing you the privilege of sending me the money again. You know, it's not good to rely on your brother to do everything for you, right?
You're doing me a favor.
Yes, that's right. Me and Oliver have decided that that's what's best for your personal development. I hope you're grateful to your amazing little brother. He's been very kind to you, you know. There aren't many people who let you take the credit for sending their mother $1,000 a month. Now he says he decided to actually let you take over with the payments for real. Instead of tossing you in the garbage where you belong, he's very kindly giving you the opportunity to prove yourself as a decent, respectable human being and finally serve a purpose to this family.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm a little confused. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
That's fine, dear. You might be too dense to understand what I'm talking about, but all that matters is that you take over from Oliver with my $1,000 monthly payments. I'm sure you'll figure out what's going on before long. Listen, forget all that. Don't overexert yourself with too much thinking. Just send me my $1,000 now. Oh, that reminds me. You'll also be sending Oliver $500 a month, won't you?
Why would I do that?
It seems like your darling brother's been coming up with all sorts of ways for you to prove yourself as a respectable human being. Think of sending him $500 a month as your way of saying thanks.
Oh, it's fine. He doesn't have to help me prove anything.
What?
I already decided to leave everything involving the money to Oliver. Even if neither of you see me as a respectable human being, I seriously couldn't care less.
Kylie!
I guess you could say my feelings regarding anything involving the two of you have become numb. Dad died 3 months after I moved out after getting my first job. And with that, you had to buy groceries and pay the rent with no breadwinner. I couldn't just leave you to fend for yourselves. So out of a sense of duty to you as my family, I scrimped and saved. And I did everything I could to get you that $1,000 for 12 years straight. And to think this is how you repay me? By treating me with contempt and disdain? Like I'm a piece of dirt on the bottom of your shoe? I guess you could say my eyes were open. And now I can see you for what you really are.
What are you talking about? All we're talking about here is you taking over the payments for my monthly allowance that Oliver has been taking care of until now. You've been free to do what you want all this time while your brother bore the burden. All I'm saying is that the gravy train is coming to its final stop, and it's finally your turn to pull your socks up and pay your dues to this family. You only have yourself to blame for this, my dear. Do I make myself clear? This is your fault and nobody else's. If you understand, I suggest you send me my $1,000 as soon as possible. Oh, and send Oliver his $500 while you're at it. If I don't see that money by tomorrow, I'll have no choice but to call your company and demand that they start paying your salary directly into my account. Kylie, what's going on here? Is it true that you quit your job?
Huh?
Remember how I told you I'd have your boss send your salary to my bank account instead of yours if you failed to pay up the $1,500 you owe us? Since I didn't get my money before the allotted deadline of yesterday, I had no choice but to give your boss a call. And when I did, he told me you quit your job ages ago. I can't believe you quit your job just to get out of paying me my monthly allowance. You're rotten to the core. You disgust me. Oh my God, this means you're unemployed, doesn't it? You better not think you're allowed to come back to this house to leech off me just because you can't afford to feed or clothe yourself anymore. You better not go begging to your brother Oliver for any money either. You're on your own now.
Was the company you phoned called Dunkin' Food Products by any chance?
Yes, they're the company you got a job with after graduating high school, if I remember correctly.
Yep, you remember correctly, but I quit that place half a year ago.
Huh? Half a year ago?
I read about crypto trading online a few years ago and thought it looked like fun, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to put aside a tiny chunk of my salary every month to play around with the markets. Things went way better than I expected, and I eventually got so good that other people online were asking me for advice. I decided to set up my own crypto trading advice forum. Before long, I was making more money than my old job and no longer had the time to balance them both. So I quit Dunkin' Food Products.
Wait, you did? Hang on, dear, what's a crypto?
I won't bore you by going into detail, but let me give you a simple explanation. It's the future of global finance. I won't pretend to be a millionaire yet, but things are going very well, and I'm making way more money than I ever was at the food company, so I saw no reason to stay.
Ah, that's fantastic, dear. So the $1,500 you owe me and your brother shouldn't be a problem then.
I have one more announcement to make. I'm getting married.
Married?
That's the other reason I quit my job. My fiancé's a guy I met at the company. He's Japanese, and he was only ever at our branch as part of a temporary work placement. He's heading back to Japan soon, and I decided I'm gonna go with him and start my new life in Osaka.
You're marrying a foreign person?
Yep, that's right. All of my work is online, so I can do it from anywhere. But sadly for you guys, me and Takeshi are going to have to be careful with our finances, what with moving countries, running a household, and managing my company. So I'm afraid I don't have a single cent to spare. Please, get the money from Oliver like we agreed last month.
Gah, fine, whatever. It's not like it's the end of the world. I guess Oliver does earn enough that he's been paying me $1,000 a month for the last 12 years. I suppose if that means a tragic failure of a human being that is my good-for-nothing daughter disappearing from both our lives for good, then I should be thankful.
Alright, great. So we agreed that Oliver will be taking over your allowance payments, and I'll never be speaking to either of you again.
Fine by me.
One more thing. The contract on this phone is set to end the day I leave America, so you won't be able to contact me after I leave for Japan.
Yep, whatever. I have zero intention of messaging you anyway, so who cares? All I need is my dear beloved son Oliver. The two of us will be fine without you.
Right. Bye.
Hey, is that my bitch sister? What the hell is this crap I'm hearing from Mom? You're not gonna pay her allowance? What are you doing? Not only that, but you're moving to Japan? What the heckin' heck are you playing at? I knew you liked anime, but I didn't know you were this much of a weeb freak. You're free to go wherever you like, but let me make one thing clear. You will be paying me and Mom our allowances. $1,500 a month. No, $2,000. Actually, $2,500. Yep, that's right. I'll very kindly let you off the hook for your abominable behavior for the low price of $2,500 a month for the rest of your life.
Why does the amount keep going up?
Haha! There you are. You finally replied. Where's my money, bitch?
Oh, that's strange.
What is?
According to what Mom told me, far from being the unemployed neat loser I thought you were, You're actually a high-rolling home worker earning a fat paycheck with nothing but your laptop. The $1,000 I foolishly thought I'd been sending to Mom every month for the last 12 years was actually coming from you all along, right?
Huh? No. Wait a sec. That's just the story I told her.
But me and Mom just agreed that she didn't need me to send her money ever again. And she said she's totally fine with you paying her that $1,000 a month from now on. She disowned me and agreed to never speak to me again.
She did what?
You've always been on her side, right? So naturally, this automatically means me and you will be cutting ties too.
What? No. If you do that... Oh my god. The monthly allowance.
You make big bucks working from home, right? You've been paying Mom $1,000 a month for the last 12 years, right?
No, that was...
Anyway, I'm a little busy right now. See ya.
Kylie, I need some money, please. Oliver's been lying to me. He lied to me about everything. He said he lied about working from home to put my mind at ease. In light of the little white lie he told me in good faith out of consideration for my feelings, I hereby nominate you once more to pay me my $1,000 a month allowance. Now hurry up and get that money into my bank account. Please. I had less than $100 when I last checked my balance. Things really aren't looking great for your mother here, dear.
Ah, Mom. Good morning.
Kylie.
The contract on my phone's about to end.
What? Now?
Me and Takeshi are leaving for Japan tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
All right, I'm gonna turn it off now.
No, Kylie. Please. Wait.
Goodbye forever. I heard everything I'm about to tell you from my Aunt Sylvie, who received a desperate SOS message from my panicking mother at 2 a.m. in the morning. Apparently, my mom and Oliver drove out to Denver Airport in a crazed rush to try and track me down, and were picked up by security after running around the terminals, accosting strangers to ask whether they'd seen a woman with red hair and an Asian man. Aunt Sylvie said the plan was to stop me from leaving for Japan, but in the usual fashion, they hadn't stopped to think about the consequences of their action. They realized the gravity of their situation when it dawned on them that they'd spent my mom's last $100 filling up the car with gas to get to the airport, and were now stuck hundreds of miles away from home, having no choice but to call Aunt Sylvie begging for help. The funniest thing is, we left from Phoenix Airport. Unbelievably, my mom even asked Aunt Sylvie to take over the monthly allowance payments, which Aunt Sylvie naturally declined. She called them lazy bums, told them to go to the job center, and totally abandoned them for their sheer brazen arrogance. By some miracle, both my mom and brother managed to find low-paying factory work, and now their status as poverty-stricken debt grovelers is all but confirmed. To make matters even more hilarious, the fact that neither of them have ever had a job before means they spend every day stressed out and angry at their boss, their coworkers, and each other, and most appropriately, themselves. Last I heard, they spent every day spewing profanities and making empty threats at each other in a beat-up house with a severe cockroach infestation.
Hello there, Lena. How are you? About that luncheon with all the moms, you know, the one planned for next week? There was something I wanted to discuss with you about that. Oh, yeah, I forgot you were organizing that. So, what's up? Oh, no, I'm not organizing that. It's just, you know, Marnie, you know how awkward and unsophisticated she can be? I just thought, I'd hate it if she picked some awful restaurant for that luncheon. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see. But that outdoor restaurant she chose last time was really nice. Oh, yeah, that was at night, and it was lit up really nice with those Christmas lights. Just seemed kind of pretty, that's all. You go there during the day, and it just looks like someone's backyard. But for most Instagrammers, that kind of place just won't cut it. Right. So, I was thinking, for the next luncheon, maybe you could recommend a spot for us. Well, I don't really get out that much. I'm not too knowledgeable about the restaurants and such. I don't really have confidence in it. Sorry. Come on, you're being modest. I hear your husband works at a major corporation. Just last month, I heard you stayed at the downtown Hilton. Oh, that was for my son's birthday. It was a special occasion. We don't do it often. See, you're being way too modest again. Please, recommend a really nice, high-class place for us. Won't you please? This next meeting, it's a luncheon, right? Should we even plan on going to a high-class place? A local family-type place is good enough, don't you think? Oh no, this is a once-a-month get-together. We should have a little fun. We should splurge every now and then. We moms deserve it. Yes, well, you may be right, but to be honest, if we, as you say, splurge, even if it's once a month, that can dig into our monthly budget. The other moms probably think so too. I really don't think it's practical. Lena, just because your husband works at a major corporation, I find it kind of insulting to insinuate that I'm poor or something. I'm doing no such thing. Didn't I just say that I'm on a tight budget? Frankly, I think we should do these lunch get-togethers cheaply and just have fun. No need to spend more than we need to. No, you're completely wrong there. I mean, just indulging ourselves once or twice a month wouldn't affect your monthly budget much, would it? If it did, your husband is just not making enough. Or does he give you a fixed allowance or something? A hard-working wife and mother should demand more from her husband. We moms deserve more respect. And besides, it's my birthday next month, too. Need to show a little appreciation. Oh, yes, that's right. You may be right about that. You betcha. So, what we need to do is to have you recommend the best place possible for our next get-together. All right, understand. Okay, how about we go to the place on 5th Street called Silver Swan Bar and Grill? It's supposed to be very good, although it may be difficult to get a reservation. Silver Swan Bar and Grill? Huh, sounds nice. I went there with my husband on our last wedding anniversary. They only accept reservations, and it's been selected as one of the top 3 restaurants in the city. I think for the last 5 years or so. Ooh, really? That sounds just about right. Then it's decided. Oh, please, let's get everyone's okay on this before we make a reservation. I mean, this place isn't cheap. Although it's lunch, it's way more costly than a local diner. Oh, come on, Lena. You're such a nervous Nelly. I'll contact all of them and ask, if you're so concerned. Besides, how could they turn it down? Thank you. I would appreciate that. Once you get everyone's permission, I'll call them and make reservations. Don't worry about it. I'll call everyone and get their permission, and also I'll make the reservations. But this place will probably require a small deposit. It's that kind of place, you know. Are you sure you can manage? A deposit? Why would they need such a thing? Well, basically, it's a policy they have to prevent guests from canceling a set menu, recoup the cost of preparing all the ingredients, and so forth. So, this is a deposit? This means the money is returned, right? Yes, the money is returned. Oh, okay, so no problem. All right, I look forward to hearing from you once everything is decided. Oh, wow, this is going to be such an unforgettable birthday. Thank you so much for this, Lena. Don't mention it. I'm just glad I could help. Hey, Ellen. I feel kind of bad saying this, but about that money I lent you related to that class get-together, when can I expect it back? Oh, yes, that. I'm sorry. I forgot all about that. You know what? I forgot to bring it on that day. How much was it? It was $60. Huh? $60? Did you contact me about that? That's peanuts. Peanuts? Well, it's not just the money. If you owe someone, it's only proper to pay it back. Whether it's a dime or $100. Makes no difference. Makes no difference. It's a matter of principle. Matter of principle, huh? Oh my god. Lena, don't tell me you can't afford it. Huh? I mean, $60? That's really not a whole lot of money. To be honest, if it was me, I would probably not say anything, probably forget all about it. I bet your friends think you're a real cheapskate. No, I don't think so, as far as I know. Besides, if I really was such a cheapskate, I probably would not have lent you the money in the first place. I see. You know, Lena, I think I had you all wrong. I thought you were rich and really didn't care much about a little money here and there. I figured you were more laid back. Yes, I think you're right about that. I'm just an ordinary housewife, nothing special. Seriously? You, Lena, a poor housewife? And I never imagined it. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I kinda looked up to you. Sorry to disappoint you. Now, as for the money you owe, I expect it back as soon as possible. I think it's only proper to return what you borrowed. Wow. You are persistent, I'll give you that. All right. I get where you're coming from. I'll drop it off in your mailbox later today. Are you okay with that? I would rather get it directly from you. I mean, we are talking about money. Uh-huh. Are you serious? Oh, I get it. You think the money is just going to grow legs and walk out of the mailbox. Yeah, I guess if I was in that pauper's mailbox, I'd also want to get the hell out of there. Oh, or are you afraid someone might steal it? Ooh, what kind of neighborhood do you live in? It's actually a pretty nice neighborhood. You know what? Forget it. Just leave it in the mailbox whenever you're ready. Should have just said that from the start. Just made you look silly. Oh, and the next luncheon? I'm gonna pass on that, sorry. I really don't feel like going after being treated like this. Oh, yeah? Suit yourself. And besides, the restaurant you recommended, I'm starting to think it's not really that great. Maybe I'll switch venues. I mean, the Silver Swan doesn't sound that great. Do as you please. You're the one who said it was so great. A pity you won't be attending. Or is it that you're actually poor and... I get it. You were just looking for a reason to cancel. Yeah, that's it. I'm so sorry. I should have noticed and given you an out. Think what you like. Goodbye. You give up pretty easily, I must say. I'll upload the photos on Instagram, so enjoy them. You'll regret not coming. I guarantee it. Okay. See you. Hello, Lena? Are you there? Where are you right now? Where? I'm at the supermarket. I just finished with my part-time job and... Get over here to Silver Swan right away. We're having trouble here. Oh. The Silver Swan, huh? So you didn't change venues, I see. What's up? We just finished the luncheon with everybody, but they said I can't leave the bill to you. Huh? Like I just said, I asked them to leave the bill on your tab, but they refused. Normally, whoever introduces or recommends the place, that person is obligated to pay. I keep telling them that, but they insist that I pay. Ugh, I can't understand why this restaurant would be one of the most popular in the city. What's going on? Uh-huh. Sorry, but I'm really not sure what you're talking about. When you go out to eat, whoever orders the food pays. Seems obvious. And would you please stop such nonsense? It's probably a real hassle for the restaurant, and I do want to go there in the future. Besides, I don't see how I have to pay. That just doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. You're the one who introduced this place. Oh, you're unbelievable. This weird understanding you have that the person who introduces the restaurant has to pay the total cost is bonkers. Where did you even get that notion? Oh, hold it a second. Am I being pranked? Oh my god, is there a camera in my house to catch all of this? Will you stop screwing around? This is no prank. Does that mean you're really saying this? For real? Of course I am. Oh, this is all your fault. Get over here now and pay the bill. Sorry, can't do that. I promised my kids we'd go see a movie this afternoon. Why don't you just split it between all of you? I mean, it can't be that much. But they're already gone. Huh? I told them it was all my treat and I had them all go home. That way I look a lot better. richer in their eyes. Gotta keep up appearances. Huh? Let me get this straight. You made reservations for the restaurant, intending to have me pay for the whole thing. That was your plan all along? So you make me pay, but you get all the credit. That's why you sent them home? That's exactly right. Pretty clever, huh? Clever? I don't really know about that, but I'm pretty shocked. I mean, really? I really can't comprehend your mindset. Are you saying that this is all my fault? This is all because you're such a damn cheapskate. Anyways, I didn't expect the cost to be close to $500 for the three of us. You really conned me this time. Oh boy, I think I have a headache coming on. The only option you have left, in my opinion, is to call all of them back to the restaurant and have them all pitch in. How could I possibly do that? I already told them that it was my treat. I can't call them now and have them come all the way back. How embarrassing! Well, then I guess you're just going to have to work it out yourself. What? A friend is in a dire situation and you don't even help? What kind of person are you? I really feel sorry for your kids and your husband. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh yeah, should I contact your husband for you? Have him go over there and help you out perhaps? What? Don't you dare. I don't need you to do that. If you say anything to him, you'll regret it. Oh, okay then. There's really nothing I can do. I suggest you just pay for it yourself. With credit or whatever. Anyways, work it out yourself. Please, Lena, help me out here. Please come over right away so you don't give a hoot if my kids starve. Huh? I thought you said 1 or 2 outings won't affect your household budget. Maybe your husband is not making enough. I distinctly recall you saying some such thing. I never said such a thing. Well, check your line message from last week. I'm sure you'll find that quote. Want me to check for you? Just please stop. You're getting off topic here. Just get over here ASAP. If you don't, you'll regret it. You do care about your kids, don't you? Oh my god, you really did say it out loud. You do realize that's blackmail. It's a crime, you know. Oh, please shut up. Just get your ass over here right now. How many times do I have to repeat myself? So you don't give a damn what happens to your kids? Is that it? You keep this up, and I won't be the one going over there. It'll be the cops. Huh? Say again. Why would the cops come here? Are they going to pay the bill? Cat got your tongue? Come on, speak up. The lunch you had today. My brother is the chef there. Huh? You mean to tell me your brother works here? That's right. He just contacted me a while ago. He said that there was some woman here that won't pay the bill and insisted that I pay for it or leave it on my tab. Apparently, this woman kept saying that Lena would pay for everything. He said he wasn't sure it was me, but I was the only Lena that he knew, so he figured it had to be me and called me. I explained the whole situation to him, and he concluded by saying that he would call the police for interfering with a legitimate business establishment. Huh? Interfering with business? I also told him that I have zero intention of paying that bill. That's not my responsibility. Oh yeah, you said earlier that the bill was almost $500 for the three of you. If you had opted for a different course, you could have gotten off a lot cheaper. I've been there several times, and they have other, more inexpensive courses. But you went ahead and picked the most expensive. I don't know if you were just trying to impress your friends, or if you fully intended to have me pay for all of it. I kinda suspect it was both. You think this is one big, funny joke, huh? Okay then. I'm just going to walk out of here. This is all your fault. I have done nothing wrong. So you better be ready to explain that to the cops. You do that, and you'll get arrested for not paying the bill. How did I even get myself into this situation? I never heard of a situation like this. Did you just get released from a mental institute or something? Anyways, just stay there. I'm headed over there right now. I intend to explain the whole situation to the police, and will show them the entire conversation from start to finish. So, just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, I'll also mention that you haven't paid me back yet either. And also the fact that you blackmailed me. All of it will come out. Are you really okay with that? Oh, and no use deleting your line messages. I already have it archived. Hold on 1 second. Please, answer. Let's talk this over. Lena, come on! Come on, please? We're friends, aren't we? Please, just lend me the money then. That's all I ask. You're really something, Ellen. All that trash talk about me? And then you pull this pathetic stunt? Then you blackmail me by threatening my children? To be honest, I can't forgive that. You're talking about my kids here. You're probably right about one thing, though. It will certainly be an unforgettable birthday. By the time I got there, the cops had already arrived before me. I eventually got the whole story. Well, it seems that Ellen's sister and her husband invited her out a few months ago, and the brother paid for everything, insisting that the person who invites someone must always show the courtesy by paying. I'm sure he was just showing off, or maybe just being a good host. Anyways, Ellen took it literally and concocted this plan to get me to invite everyone out and then have me pay. The whole affair was a little idiotic if you ask me, but the fact remains that this whole affair did cause a ruckus. And I apologized profusely to my brother and the restaurant staff. But my brother and the owner of the restaurant were very understanding and asked me to continue recommending the restaurant to others. As for Ellen, she was taken in and questioned by the police. Her husband found out not only about the incident, but other similar ones as well. I hear they're on the verge of divorce. They were planning to move out of their current home due to her husband's new overseas posting. So I suppose I won't be hearing from her again. So at least that's a relief. From now on, I really should be careful befriending people, whether it be at work or at my children's school.